Hello everyone, get ready for some trending new info in your quest for knowledge. Which fictional character's death have you not gotten over? Boromir. When I first watched LOTR, I couldn't have cared less when Boromir died. He was arrogant, not as cool as anyone else, and dangerously drawn to the ring. However, as I've gotten older, I find myself connecting with Boromir more with every watch. He clearly cares deeply for the other members of the Fellowship. Unfortunately, he also feels the weight of responsibility for his people, and the pressure from his father. The ring fed into that tortuous quandary, and nearly drove him mad. The scene where he comes to his senses after driving Frodo off is heartbreaking now. So horrified at what he'd done. So vulnerable, so human. And despite believing that he had doomed the world, he threw himself into protecting that which he could still reach, the other hobbits. Everything he had, including his life. And his last moments with Aragorn, oof. The love and pride that bursts from him. Boromir is a great character. Mike from Breaking Bad. Involved in a bad life but the love for his granddaughter. Heartbreaking. That's why I love Better Call Saul. I watched Breaking Bad all in one binge. I'm so glad they made Better Call Saul so I can watch it and now look forward to the finale season. Brooks from The Shawshank Redemption. The worst thing was how real it was. Knowing that this happens to people a lot. Dear fellas, I can't believe how fast things move on the outside. I saw an automobile once when I was a kid, but now they're everywhere. The world went and got itself in a big damn hurry. The parole board got me into this halfway house called The Brewer and a job bagging groceries at the Foodway. It's hard work and I try to keep up, but my hands hurt most of the time. I don't think the store manager likes me very much. Sometimes after work, I go to the park and feed the birds. I keep thinking Jake might just show up and say hello, but he never does. I hope wherever he is, he's doing okay and making new friends. I have trouble sleeping at night. I have bad dreams like I'm falling. I wake up scared. Sometimes it takes me a while to remember where I am. Maybe I should get me a gun and rob the Foodway so they'd send me home. I could shoot the manager while I was at it, sort of like a bonus. I guess I'm too old for that sort of nonsense anymore. I don't like it here. I'm tired of being afraid all the time. I've decided not to stay. I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me. P.S. Tell Haywood I'm sorry I put a knife to his throat. No hard feelings. Brooks. Leslie Burke from Bridge to Terabithia. This one fricked me up as a kid. I was depressed for days. As a teen, I rented a DVD from the local store. It was very common to find cheap rentals of bootleg movies in India at the time. The label on the DVD clearly said Narnia, but it turned out to be this movie. I felt terrible for days after having watched it. What was his name? Wash. The pilot in Firefly. Hoban Washburn. Came here looking for this. Guess I'm getting too old. Littlefoot's mom, yo. Probably the saddest kids movie death ever. It was way too much. I felt like I lost my own mom that day. Always wanted to eat a tree star. Remus Lupin and Nymphadora Tonks. They deserved a good life. So did Fred. And Dobby. And Hedwig. Oberyn Martell. Oh god, his death was one of the worst in the entire series. I don't think there was any point during the series at which I was so angry. One of the few things I enjoyed in the travesty of a finale was when he tried to kill his brother the same way, and failed. I mean, the Hound still died, but I count it as his win. One of the few subplots that finished nicely in my opinion. Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist, I really liked him. His Japanese VA apparently also died from cancer this year. It's a terrible day for Rain. The funeral gets me every time. Morden Solis had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. I made a mistake first time in the series he used the word I. His work on the genophage ducked him up so much he had to detach himself from his work completely. My horse in Red Dead 2. Rest in peace Ivory. Thank you. Anyone who has finished the game knows the impact of this very simple line. R.I.P. Damocles. Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. They had to kill Yondu, otherwise the Battle of Wakanda would have been over in seconds. I cry every time I watch that bit. Mary Poppins soft sobbing. Fred Weasley from Harry Potter, and Greed from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Don't forget Hedwig. She barely even got a paragraph before they forgot her. And Dobby. I was so broken by Dobby's death that I had to put down the book and walk away for a bit. David Tennant as Doctor Who. I don't want to go. I loved Matt Smith too, don't get me wrong, but I still shed a few tears anytime I watched that episode. Sorry, my nerdy self can't let it pass that I called him Doctor Who instead of the Doctor. I have brought shame on my household. The wife from Up. Yeah, damn, that movie didn't waste any time in tearing your heart out. Arthur Morgan. And Lenny. Duck, I miss Lenny. Lenny? Found you, Lenny. What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.